Hello everyone, thanks again for joining my video blog. It's Chris Snow again with C21 Coastal, and today we're going to be talking about how to sell your home faster than your neighbor's house. Before we get started today, I wanted to point you out to a couple of resources on the blog. If you're looking at buying or selling a home, we have a couple of tabs. If you are looking to sell a home, click here. If you're looking to buy a home, click here. Okay, now back to our topic, how to sell your home faster than your neighbor's home. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is update the landscaping. Even if you have beautiful landscaping, just adding a little bit of mulch will pay big dividends in the long run. If you have any old vegetation or any old plants in and around the house, get rid of those. Nothing makes a home look old than older landscaping. And all of this can be done in very minimal cost. So, if you can do it yourself, great. If you've got a good yard person, have them come out and give you a quote. And like I say, you won't be disappointed when you do that. And the second point that I want to bring up is moving out of the house, or at least make it appear like you've moved out of the house. When we're out showing buyers homes, they tend to react a lot better looking at homes that have a lot of open space, whether it's there's no furniture in the house because the house is vacant, or it's just very minimalized where the seller has gone through and purged all their big furniture and items that they may have collected over the years. So if it's an option to move out of the house, I would make that recommendation. If it's not an option, then look at getting some sort of storage unit for a short period of time and move some of those items out there. And again, create that nice open, inviting space for a buyer to come in and walk through the home. The third point that I want to go over is painting and new flooring. If you're asking yourself, I wonder if I should paint, I wonder if I need to do some updating on my flooring. If you're asking those questions, then the answer is yes. When the house has been lived in for a little while, you're going to have scuff marks, stuff like that on the carpet and flooring and on the walls. Best thing to do is to go ahead and paint and add new flooring if that's in the budget. From a paint standpoint, make sure that you're using a very neutral color or something. If you go to a new home model center, look at the paint choices that they have there, because those are the typical choices that buyers are looking at right now, and you want your home to look as close to a model home as they would see out there. And from a flooring standpoint, work with what's in the budget. Don't go with anything that's very unique from a flooring standpoint, because you're going to limit the amount of the market that's going to actually like that. The fourth thing I want to talk about is getting professional photos done. If the house is on the market and you have poor photos, very low quality photos, that's definitely going to affect people's opinion of the house. You want to make sure that you've got a professional photographer coming in, providing the right lighting, providing the right angles to make rooms look, as best as they possibly can. Unfortunately, buyers don't have a lot of opportunity to spend a lot of time, going and seeing each and every house that they see online. So they are making judgments based on the photos that they see, and we want those photos to be as good as possible. Getting the professional photos and a good virtual tour that will enhance the saleability of the house and give buyers more of a reason to get out and take a look at the house. The last thing I want to talk about today is pricing your home right. And this, of all the tips that we've gone over today, is the most important one. If we don't price it right from the very beginning, it's going to lead to a longer sales cycle, and typically we're going to find that the house is going to sell for less than if we would have priced it appropriately right from the very beginning. So when we start looking at values, there's typically two numbers that we deal with. There is what we can prove, which is kind of an appraised value, and a market value, which is what the market is dictating that they're willing to pay for a house. And a lot of times those two numbers are very different. So trust your realtor when they go through the process and do pricing for you. Know that, hey, the goal for both parties is to sell the house and get it sold as quickly as possible for the highest dollar amount. And the best way to do that is to make sure that it is in the right price range from the very beginning. And then that way you're not having to go through the hassle of, doing price reductions and kind of chasing the market down. So of all those, again, price being most important. Thanks again for joining us on the video blog. I hope it brought value to you. If you think someone can benefit from this, please feel free to forward on. If you have questions about real estate, or if you have a topic that you want me to cover, please reply back to me and we will take care of it. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.